What's up, guys? I'm back. Today, this is Ultimate Kid official special coverage. This is CBC, by the way, so if you're wondering what news channel it is. By the way, this is credit to CBC right now. Liberals, conservatives are basically the Republicans of Canada. No, they're like sort of Republican, but less extreme, more moderate. And then People's Party, or PP, is the more really heavy-duty far-right
of what they're looking for. And in some cases, it's just a matter of fact saying, I just want you to have something
Tower
and acknowledge it. And that's
so, anyhow, Bloc Québécois has a seat in Parliament. If they get 170 seats in Parliament, then they're a majority vote.
Almost nothing.
A majority vote.
I went to those doors.
The Bloc Québécois.
Okay, well,
The Bloc
Keep in mind that some
Terrorists.
still do not have a lot of
Oh,
votes
the
out there,
Christian Heritage
basically
Party.
all the major
Ava, there's a
parties are up,
Christian
the Liberals,
Heritage
Conservatives,
Party.
The NDP, People's Party of Canada, up by a huge amount,
What
5.8 percentage points. All of this
Christian
at the
Heritage
central
Party?
seat of the Greens. But how's
That
that changed in
sounds
terms of seat totals in New Brunswick? At this point in the
interesting.
evening, not at all. And so Acadie Bathurst, for example,
I don't know what
where the
happened to
Liberals have
NDP because they had like
traditionally
5
done very well.
seats.
Sarah
And
Bernier has been declared elected, huge lead in Acadie Bathurst. So again, vote share changing, but seat totals not changing, at least at this point in New Brunswick. Fundy Royal, Rob Moore is leading. You know, that is a huge lead, right? When you have 1,400 votes counted, basically a lead of double, more than double the second place. So it is interesting.
work of
Green Party's gonna get a vote.
the environment. So to see that there would be people pulling.
But
That's
they
just
do have
the
an plan,
PPC.
and the Liberals have taken stronger action on climate change. So there's a lot of options on the ballot if
The PPC.
climate issue thing.
Yeah,
I
that matter too.
was looking at,
The PPC is hot burning dumpster
Well, but the
trash.
NDP no longer on the board.
I was looking at.
It's like
all
hot,
here, and
fresh
I mean,
diarrhea.
things been around, so maybe that's not where we end up. But
All
that would
of
be
them, including the conservatives,
I
said
think
that
absolutely would be disappointing across the board. I think at one point we were at 3, and
Except
there were some
PPC,
still
who
pretty
just
tight
said we will
races,
not
so
speak
let's
on
see
this
where we end
matter.
up tonight. But,
For being the
this is one
People's Party of Canada, they really are irresponsible towards the people. I thought they would be like.
There's a lot of issues that they just say, we will not talk on this.
with previous MPs, and so
Yeah.
there would be an
Like,
expectation that there would be some inroads
That's
to be
right
made
on the
there.
However,
You'll notice
Republic.
on your screen that there is one riding
team
that is a
members
block
can say
riding.
what they
That's
want
because one
about it
part of Quebec is in a
publicly,
different time
however.
expectation. There,
Who is that? Who is that?
Shout out to my cat
that-
who was driving that minivan, so that helped a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
I thought that the
this is
headphones were more
probably something
hairs.
they're hoping to reproduce in where most
Yes.
of the time zones are in Quebec.
Who is that?
Candidates
Looks like
who
Jagmeet Singh's brother without a
Like,
turban.
You realize this goes against everything else you
Yeah.
right?
Revenue minister
Oh!
writing.
Oh no!
And he had
Tories
high
just
hopes
went
for
up a
this. He visited
seat.
it a lot during
And
the
Liberals
campaign.
lost one.
Kibernachez had
Oh, they went up
run,
one.
he only lost
This is
about
like
2 percentage points, so it
entertainment
was a
tonight.
tight race, and that's kind of
Are
been
you
the
guys
theme
against
of their
literally
campaign,
everything
visiting
else you like?
liberal health
Except the COVID.
were tight races. He's hoping that he'll see this a lot again over the course of the
Not
evening.
an official
We actually
sponsor,
don't
This is
know
featuring
whether
Pepsi.
Alfonso Blanco
That people
watching
will
this
agree
in his
with.
hotel room like you do of Justin Trudeau. The party has told us
People
that
who
will
are
not be
super
happening,
rich,
but
straight,
if
white,
I had to
and
guess,
have
I would
had
say there's a
relatively
smile
smooth
on his
transit
face
life
right
will
now
agree with
as he's taking this early result.
Blanket
a little bit of
instead of
the live years
blanchette.
campaign,
Blanket.
36 days and 36
Ow! Oh boy, that's loud.
Protect our values. We have to promote our language. There is absolutely no issue,
It's a
no
terrible
topic,
shot.
no jurisdiction, which
The
I believe
the
Quebec
Alison
should not
Lester
follow.
picture
That
looks
is
like she
stubborn.
just got out of the
Quebec
woods.
transforming its own
Like
natural
she-
resources, using
She
its
looks like a
resource
homeless
center.
woman,
It is so
but
clear
dressed up.
that
But like nothing
what they
else was
say
fixed.
about Quebec is not very sincere. Though anybody that
Quebec.
wants to be a Quebecer
Quebec.
on the territory of
Quebecer.
Quebec
Other
is a
people.
Quebecer.
Well, I say utter and fetter.
Okay, that gives you a sense of how the
And
Bloc
mutter.
campaign unfolded. Right now,
And
they're
utter.
only on the board with one, but that's of course.
I will vote for
Quebec.
Christian
at
Heritage.
9 Eastern, as they do from Quebec all the
Our
way
Maverick.
through to Alberta. And that's when 262 seats come into play. And things on that map are going to start to change
We're not
pretty
doing
dramatically.
real
This is what it
politics.
looks like at this hour. And as you can see, the Conservatives are picking up seats.
Get
as
into
we
politics.
legalize
That's not
Canada. That was the
political. That's
goal.
not
The
real.
Liberals have lost, but
Politics
this
progressing
probably
as
isn't the
butterflies.
worst place for them. Maybe I'll just quickly ask David Cochrane that before I go to Travis. Dan Raj, remind me what the Liberals were looking for coming out of the Times of Canada.
They want to be between 24 and 26, and the map that we sort of spelled
I'm the
out
most
at the start of the night, we
political
just made it a
child
round
in the
number. I went with
world.
25, because they had 26 in the last election. They picked up Seneca Atwin through defection. They're hoping to get her through election. But right now, they're down overall in the region, and there's some interesting stuff happening in Newfoundland and Labrador. In one of the two, we don't have the graphics, but I'm just going to tell you what's going on.
Autumn.
So in long range,
There is nothing wrong with autumn. This is not an autumn issue. This is an autumn
there we go, we have
solution.
it. Look at the People's
That's
Party
a
of Candidate
terrible
number there, 1,132. That is well more than the margin by which Judy Hutchins is ahead of Carol Anson. But when we go to Costa Bay Central Notre Dame, where the
Yeah, she
Conservative
looks like
candidate,
that
Clifford
Allison
Small,
woman, the-
is leading Scott Sims by over 1,000 votes now. There is
No,
no
she looks
People's
like
Party of
the
Canada candidate
Allison woman
in
that
that
eats
particular
children,
ride. So it's
that
having
works
an
at
impact.
the
Say the
children's
Liberal seat on the
library,
West Coast,
but with
it is
brown
not
hair.
having an
Mother,
impact
I saw
in
a,
Costa Bay Central Notre Dame, where there is no People Parties of Canada.
Well, I vote
vote,
Darth
and it's
Vader.
leading Scott Sims right now.
Right, and that's why looking at those percentage points for the People's Party of Canada or any other party, you know, outside of the 3 or 4 main ones, becomes important because it can block parties or help parties, as David just so perfectly gave us an example of. Travis Danraj is in Saskatoon at the People Party headquarters there. And I know Travis, for the past, well, since the beginning, Max
Like
Bernier,
hockey.
the leader at that party, has said that this is a real movement. This is
Plants
a
vs.
real
Zombies
thing
instead of
happening.
football zombies,
What
it's
is
gonna
your
be
sense
hockey pros.
from them about
Instead of
what they
football
want to
zombies,
see
they'll
in
have
order to
hockey
prove that to
zombies.
Canadians tonight?
Well, I think the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is seats. You know, they don't just want to split votes with other parties. They want seats. They want representation
It's a message in
in
a
the
bottle.
next sitting of Parliament. So, Maxime Bernier, I was talking to him yesterday in Alberta. He is very optimistic.
this?
He says that he was even surprised by the size of some of these rallies that he has been at. Let me show you where we are right now. We are in Saskatoon. I have made it here. That over there is the hotel that they have
You know what?
set
We
up as a
should keep
ballroom.
this.
I didn't know
But
those things were
actually, they
actually
are
made
hoping
there.
for a big rally out in this field here. So they've got two
I didn't know that those
different
models were actually
setups. There's
edible.
not a lot of people here right now, but that could quickly
No, that's
change.
fine.
When I was in Westlock, Alberta yesterday, about 20 minutes before the rally started,
Can we
there were
get
two people
some
there.
rare
About 5
liqueurs,
minutes
like
beforehand,
exotic,
hundreds. So
like
that is what
snacks,
they're
maybe
hoping will
not
happen tonight.
like
They've also
just
got the stage
alcohol?
set up here,
Even
where
though
they will be
in
doing remarks from
Ontario,
Maxime
there's
Bernier
4
as well.
times as many
But
weed
Rosie, that
shops
is really
than
what they
there are
want. They
liquor
want
stores.
seats. They want.
I
They
do
think that
not
they can win some
smoke
in
weed
Alberta.
or
Certainly,
drink liquor.
when I was at that rally yesterday, there was a lot
I
of
would like
support.
an exotic
And
snack,
this is a movement. He says that this is about fighting for fundamental
Like,
freedoms.
exotic,
Obviously,
like
he's been
junk
talking
food,
about
like
vaccine
a
passports
rare
a lot. That
Cheetos
is one of the
flavor,
big
like
selling
some, like,
points for a lot of
exotic
people that
Fanta
I've been
or
talking to
something.
that are supporting Maxime Bernier. And there was a gentleman that I was talking to in London, Ontario, who actually showed up at an Aaron O'Toole rally, who said he has been a conservative voter for years
That's not what I
and is
meant.
now
Oh, and
looking
they
at
have-
Maxime Bernier's party because he
Oh.
feels as though the Conservatives
have
have shifted too far to the
something-
left.
it's
So
not
we'll see what happens
wrong,
tonight, but
but
certainly
they have
they're hoping
peach
for a few
Fanta,
seats
I
to turn
believe,
for
in
both this
Brazil.
evening.
Okay,
Or
Travis
something
Danraj,
like that.
who's made his way to
I believe Brazil, they
Saskatoon
have
for us
peach
tonight.
Fanta.
Thanks, Travis. Also saying
And
that
it's
you know,
blue.
the People's Party of
How
Canada
does
has
that
been
make
trying to take advantage of
peaches
some of the
blue?
things that Travis was talking about there,
turquoise.
the pandemic,
Raspberry
lockdown,
years.
and masking. If they can't translate
And we have
some
grape.
of the frustration and anger people were
And
feeling
Dr.
on
Pepper.
to Alberta, we're not going to tell
Gonna
you
go
where because the
And there's a type
polls
of
are
banana that's,
still open, and we don't want that
Well,
to
that's
influence
like-
anything about your vote because it's very, very early. It's in the Liberal numbers. I'm sorry, it's in the Liberal numbers. It's very early results. So those Liberal numbers are up 1, but again, those are early results.
The
that we
Tories
actually at this stage. So we're not going to tell you where that's happening.
And
The Liberals are
these.
actually at 23. With
The
polls close in
Liberals
Atlantic
are
Canada, the
better
Conservatives leading
Then
in
bloc.
9, and the bloc
Trois
on the board
bloc
with that
bloc.
one riding that is
The Pai
closed
Pai
in
Sai
Quebec, just to keep
is
everything straight in our heads.
murderous.
Okay,
It
let's
is
go
murderous.
to Ashley Burke. She's at the Liberal headquarters in Montreal with a guest.
It's another terrible picture. Oh,
Liberal candidate Melanie Joly. She's also the national.
they just have a Canadian flag. It looks like there's like a sock strapped to that person.
And as well, what do you make of the results coming out of Atlantic Canada so far?
We're in the Liberal
It is
HQ.
a tight election. There are lots of tight races, a lot of three-way races. That will be the case all across the country, certainly also in Ontario.
What happened?
And so people are still voting in certain parts of the
I thought
country.
the
So
block
at this point,
color was
the choice
purple.
is clear. It's between a progressive government that is the
I would
Liberal
vote
Party of Canada, or
conservative.
the Conservatives who wants to take us backwards on childcare, on the environment, and obviously also on gun control.
Looking at Ontario, the polls are going to be closing shortly.
So looks like something that you could like. This looks like a cop baton. I shouldn't wave that
Supported
around.
him during his leadership
Destroy
campaign.
something.
It is a
Liberals are up a score.
It is an important race.
Tories are
Because
down.
obviously there were 35 seats before the writ drop, and we hope that we can win
What was
some
this
seats
called
more.
again? The
And in
golden
that sense,
what?
we've had a very positive campaign here, and we can be extremely proud of what we've done for Quebecers.
Yeah, the golden snitch.
Thank you so much.
Liberal candidate Melanie
Wow.
And
Golden
campaign
snitch.
there, which we can tell by the talking points there that we got in a lot of those answers campaigning till the very end. Melanie Joly. Andrew, let's hear some of your results.
Yeah, let me just show you a sure bet in Prince Edward Island. In Cardigan, sure bet, not a surprise. Lawrence Macaulay, we can project, will be elected in this riding. I mean, for the Veterans Affairs Minister and on his 11th term, he will certainly have it once again. Not a surprise, but I should point out, it's not to say that he's always had an easy time securing the victory over the decades that he has been the MP in this riding. You know, in 2000, the year that John Fitzgerald won his third majority, Lawrence Macaulay only won by under 300 votes. So he knows a close call when he sees one. Tonight's not one of those occasions.
Yeah, you never take it for granted. That's what he can probably tell you. We're going to go back to Charlottetown PEI to talk to Carrie about how events are unfolding there. Carrie?
Oh, here's a beautiful piano.
Yeah, well, I do. I was just going to say the election before that, Lawrence Macaulay won by, I think it was 99 votes. So there were some close races, but those are kind of ancient history now. Anyway, I am joined here by someone who actually knows PEI's political history fairly well, and who's graciously joined our election watching party here. PEI Premier Dennis King, thanks so much for stopping by.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
What's it like to watch an election and see PEI Premier? Because you have these the government that was in Ottawa, which I mean, we don't know where things will land tonight.
Oh, my job as Premier is to work with whoever is elected.
Stanley, stop.
For Prince Edward Island tonight, I am mostly just a fan. I'm a Canadian political junkie who is watching a very uncertain election and wondering how it's going to turn out. But my job will be tomorrow to work with whoever's declared
So that's great.
Well, I
At least there's
slightly.
Most of your time in office you've been dealing
Not
with
really.
the minority
No, you
government in
can't.
Ottawa. So you don't have anything to compare that to, but I'm curious
Pepsi.
if we do end up with another minority or if
I'm
that
voting for the
will change.
Pepsi party,
Do you think that
but
gives
the
process
Tories
any more
stole the
unity?
color dark
I
blue.
think my own experience in a
Oh,
minority
once-
and working with
once,
a minority
I
parliament in
was-
Ottawa is that more parties are more eager to get to the table to talk about finding solutions for the challenges that Canadians and Islanders face. So once again, whatever hands are dealt, we will work within those parameters to do the best we can here. We did have over 30 First Ministers meetings with the Prime Minister during my short time, only 2 years and a little bit in office. So a lot of that through the COVID, of course. But I would hope that relationship will continue, whoever is the Prime Minister. We have a lot of important issues that we're facing here at PEI, and we need a good federal partner, and I'll be holding the 4 MP, seeing how that all unfolds.
Woo! New socks, new socks, new socks, new socks.
I'll tell you, the political pundits in New Brunswick representing various parties said in Fredericton they could not call it. It was just too close as we were heading in. And take a look at what's happening right now in Fredericton. For the first time this evening, we're starting to see a number of votes, and I've been watching this lead go back and forth. Jenica Atwin, just a tiny lead right now. One of the frustrating things for the Liberals in Fredericton is that there is no potential split on the right. There's no People's Party candidate in Fredericton. There are, of course, other candidates on the left, but right now, Jenica Atwin in the lead. Let me tell you, St. John Rothsay. I talked to Wayne Long earlier today. He said he was feeling good. I talked to Mel Norton.
So when
He
another
said,
party goes
I'm not going
up,
to look at the polls. I want to see
who
what
wants to
happens
see
on
me
election
put
night.
some
What he's seeing right now is that he is in second place, St. John Rothsay, and
A
one more
remote.
elected MP.
Warning, if you don't like feet. My grandma gave me these because I was saying that I needed new socks.
Okay.
On a
Thank you
walk.
for all that. Let's give you a sense of where
On a
things
walk with
stand
my
right
mom,
now
I
on
told
the
her
map.
I
You
need
can
socks.
see, lots of
'cause
spots of red, but
my
yes,
Crocs
the Conservatives have
scratch
made some
up
inroads
this
here as
side
we leave
of my
Atlantic
feet,
Canada, leading
and I don't
or
have any
elected
socks
in
just
9.
laying
Remember, they
around
only
for
had
some reason.
4 in the last election. And the
Um,
Liberals at,
so, I
24,
actually brought that up
which
at
means
grandma's.
that
Her grandma
they
had
are coming out of
socks.
here,
And then
down a little
I
bit.
said,
The Green
and she
Party
said,
not on
look,
the
I got
board,
some
and
new
the
socks. And I
Democrats
said,
not on the board.
can I have
These
some?
would
She
be
said,
a
sure,
top
and just
concern
threw
for
them
the
at
party
me.
as they try to pick up some seats and build towards what
Alright.
is about to happen very shortly.
So,
because as we
and
move
then it got
into
done.
the next half hour
There
or
was
so,
this
we're
one
gonna start to get
thing
some big results
where it was a
from
mission
Quebec
church
all
in
the
our
way to
area,
Alberta,
and they
including
want us to
including the
donate.
territories, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. All of that
They
is
want
come,
us
as you can
to
see,
donate
lots
$4.25,
still
and that said
ahead on a very exciting evening here. Important
Thanksgiving
election
dinner
for this
meal.
country.
And I fought for
Canada votes
$4.25. They were
2021.
personally
More about
gonna
this.
ship me through the mail a Thanksgiving dinner, but it had to be for poor people. I don't care about them. You should care. Because commentary on YouTube means a lot to me. I have tiny feet for my age.
More options, more immediate help for all families.
That's
We
what
want to
some.
put the burden on those that are at the very, very top.
That's my
So
grandma.
we can invest in the solutions that people need.
This looks like a little diamond on my foot.
Our values, we have to promote our language.
Our country is suffering. It needs leadership.
We believe in freedom, so we believe in freedom of choice.
Shut up,
Choose
PPC
choice
man.
empower families.
Protecting the environment.
Pick a voice.
Compelling vision.
Can they just science? I mean, not science,
6:30 p.m.
silence.
Eastern in downtown Toronto, outside our CBC News election headquarters. For 36 days, you have heard the promises for your family, your community, your country, and your world. We are living through an unprecedented time, fighting a 4th wave of the pandemic. Now you get to make your choice about the future direction of Canada.
I accessorize with fries. Fries!
The CBC
Welcome
News
to
Decision
pizza.
Desk is
Pizza.
watching ballots come in.
Watcher, grab a slice. It's
Our
pizza.
team
The
is
pizza
here
is
preparing to
aggressive.
bring you all the results all night.
I
no
am a
matter how
true
long
Scotlander, Icelander, Finlander, or a Canadian. Because I'm a lumberjack from polar bears. I'm a mountie, killing a moose with an axe, and a mother and a daughter, and a father with an axe. I don't feel any better. How to get demonetized 101.
42, our Canada Votes election headquarters. This is a historic night for Canada. Every election is, but this one comes during a pandemic. A test of the very strength of our democracy. And what happens over the next few hours will decide what a post-pandemic Canada will look like and shape the nation.
Now, if it
Our
wasn't
team here
for
with me will bring you
foolishness
the
about how they
results and
handled
analysis
COVID
each
against
step of the
vaccine
way.
and
We
mask
have covered
mandates,
from coast
if
to
it wasn't
coast
for
to
that,
coast
I
with
would
our reporters on the
probably
ground,
support
with the major
PPC.
federal party leaders as they get set to watch this night play out, and in battleground ridings where the voters are casting ballots,
Not when the
waiting to
camera's
see
on.
who comes out on develop. Through the
Alright, I'm
course
gonna
of the
bring
night.
baby over
We
to
sure
the
should.
camera.
And we should also know, of course, that the Conservatives would be happy for pickups as they leave Atlantic Canada. The Liberals, though, probably not panicking quite yet. Let me show you a little bit of what the vote share looks like, because that too tells a bit of this, the vote change rather. That too tells us a bit of the story of where things have moved and where they have gone. So yes,
You're coming on camera.
yes, the Liberals have gone up. The Conservatives have gone right up 4.5%. But look at where that is coming from. The Green Party down 9 points, almost 10 points. A lot of that support has gone to the Conservative Party.
Yeah, look at my bed.
Most of it, frankly, to the Party has
Beep,
had
beep.
success in Atlantic Canada provincially, and of course, 3.2%. That is a rise from the last election too. Another part of the story.
Wait, there's a PP in the last election?
Through the country. Let me show you what the seat change.
I guess there might have been a
looks like now as we
PPC
leave
in
Atlantic
2019.
Canada, because as I said, everyone lost seats except the Conservatives. This may not be a situation where the Liberals are worried yet, but they have to hope that this trend does not continue as we wait for more seats and polls to close and start reporting. There you go. That tells you the story already as we come out of Atlantic Canada. The Liberals.
Conservative country in 2019
Fart.
is the riding of Longueuil.
Last night was the
Saint-Hubert.
Harvest Moon, and
Just last
my
week, in fact,
Dairy Queen
both the Liberal
mukbang
and
is
the
going
Bloc
out
Québécois
soon.
leaders were in this. 2019, the Bloc only won by a few percentage points, but the Liberals
No one
need
went
to
up.
pick
Why
up
am I doing
a
that?
riding like that if they have any hope, any path to a majority.
Okay, and frankly, if they want to keep a minority, they also need to hold those seats and do some pickups in Quebec, especially if you're coming out of Atlantic Canada short. Adrian is going to be watching the prairies.
I mean, I went for a giant walk.
Yeah, you bet. Of the 62 ridings, we know the Conservatives currently hold 54.
Today's the
Coming out
20th
Atlantic
of
Canada, maybe pretty
September.
confident they're going to hang on to those. But two trend lines to keep an eye on. The People's Party of
Shut
Canada.
up, how do I
to what
turn you
degree
off?
Does that peel away any support from the
Oh,
Conservatives?
no.
And in Alberta in particular, in the cities, bottom line, does
Shut up.
Jason Kenney in
No.
any way translate to trouble
No.
for Aaron O'Toole? So if we look specifically at Calgary.
Hey,
let's
I
take
vote
Calgary
PPC,
Sky
and I live in the
example.
toilet.
In the country,
Alright guys,
therefore,
if
the
this still
province
works, then
that has
please
the most
scan it.
ridings, and when you look
Just to
at the
see.
party standings
Hopefully
for
no one else scans it
2019,
first.
what stands will see.
Also,
not only the majority
here's
of
something
seats
top
that were won in
secret.
Ontario,
Woo!
but also critical, of course, to the Liberal government.
You all
minority
don't get to
government
see full
last time
glimpse.
around.
I think either soon, NDP, which is, Orange or Green Party, which is green, is gonna get a seat in Parliament in a sec.
mail-in ballots, just to sort of peel
20 minutes until the polls close nationwide.
Bloc
Bloc lost a seat!
Just to give you an idea of what happens
Now
is
there's
they come
25
pouring in here over
Liberals.
many days, including today, and they actually go get loaded into this door.
4 twos! Liberals have 26. Conservatives lost one, now they're down to 8.
68,000 outstanding mail-in special ballots from the Atlantic province that are probably in that room with David Common, so that could affect the outcome here now. But we said at the beginning of the night,
Andrew Scheer was
the Liberals
slimy
wanted to
too.
be at
She's kind of
25 of the
creepy.
32 seats in Atlantic
And
Canada
earrings.
that really Liberal
I have socks
But as the
hanging from
suburbs
my
of the north and
ears.
south shore
We
are
saw
gonna be in
Philip
effect with the Bloc
Lawrence,
Quebec
our
law,
region's
that we're gonna be watching
conservative
because
head,
that could determine
and
how Quebec is
he was
going to
very
go. And there's
nice
another more of a three-way
on a dog
fight
walk.
up here in central focus of his campaign. Well, now you've got Aaron O'Toole.
It looks like dog ears, like the dog Sadie, and it also looks like all those hats that people wear that's kind of like light brown, like fuzz that goes like down by their ears. Or
There's some
what?
problems here for the Liberals. So starting Kitchener
Yeah,
Centre,
aviator
where
hats.
they already know they're in trouble there. Raj Saini was their candidate there.
Just under 15 minutes until polls close in Ontario, but we still haven't gotten to Ontario's statistics, and this is only Atlantic Canada, and not even all of them are closed yet either. And there's also BC, all the territories, Alberta, Saskatchewan. It's actually Saskatchewan, but general knowledge, Saskatchewan was kind of funny. Manitoba, Nunavut, Yukon, Northwest Territories. All of those ones. He could be Mike Morris is most likely to be the first green elected MP in Ontario.
I do want to the Gaspésie et La Madeleine riding, which closes in the same time zone as the Atlantic provinces, is now off the board because now the Liberals are leading in that riding. The next one,
BP is the purple. Oh boy.
St. Margaret's.
Just need to walk by and do this.
Bernadette Jordan's riding.
Ronald
Batiste
Angus
is the
Barron.
incumbent there. He's in the lead.
Jeff
He's been
Ward.
going back and forth all night. It really
How
is
about try
spreading
Scott
word
Moe,
with this one.
guys?
Okay, really interesting to know that.
Have
the
you
tickets
ever
for, conservatives are
put
in
like
Nova Scotia because
Scott Moe
that's
into a
where
paper roll and
liberals have
smoke
some
that?
anxiety.
Picking my nose and eating it. No, just kidding. Don't do that. I'm not actually doing
places
that.
where we do well, the Quebec City region, some other parts, some of the more rural parts, the eastern parts of the province, and I think there are a few more seats in those areas that we have a good shot at. Again, you know, we had a dedicated Quebec campaign team. We spent a lot of time there traveling around the province. Really had a great team on the ground, and I think you know, we're looking to have that translate into results tonight.
And I think once we hit Ontario, when I'm talking to some of you guys behind the scenes, that's where you're really going to have a feel as to whether you guys could win this in the end. Am I right when I'm saying that?
Yeah, look, I mean, as this election, as many of the last few elections, comes down in many ways to the GTA. And, you know, this time we're running with a candidate from the GTA, be the first Prime Minister from the 905. Spent a lot of time there, have a lot of great candidates again in that ring of seats around Toronto.
This is for the PPC. Kiss my butt.
There and feeling good.
Even more so.
And they're wondering if they should leave that lineup. Look at Frederick, and every vote counts.
Bruce Potter.
To take a look at
Harry Potter's
the
cousin.
People's Party. Right now,
Bloc
they've kind of
Québécois
doubled
now
their
has
share
an
from
RC.
last time around in Miramichi Grand Lake. Not that you could add all those votes to the Conservatives, but if you did, suddenly that would be a really, really tight race between two.
Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye. I'll maybe put an update up.
The Liberal riding right now, they are in the lead. And then look at St. John.
It is so sweaty in
by so
here.
many people as a great retail politician. When I talked to him earlier today, he said to me he felt good. I thought, you know, everybody I've talked to said that riding is really close. How much of that is he's not a he knows exactly what he's riding. Interesting. It'll be interesting to